Because then it's real fun.
But if I'm at work and I'm like, get it together, Trish, and someone's like, oh, what's that from? I'd be like, my own podcast. That is a quote from me and Kelsey.
That is a quote from one of us. Can't remember.
I'm quoting myself.
Either way, it's great.
Anyway,
get it together.
Then
Jacinta.
we're with Dave and Drew, and Dave is like, Jacinta's texting me. And
he's like, I gotta get rid of her.
Yeah.
And Drew is like, are you going to assassinate her? And it's a whole thing.
I don't know. And he's like, I can't have her messing things up with me and Allie again. Blah. And I'm like, excuse you, Dave. You're the one who messed shit up with you and Allie. You're the one who cheated on her with Jacinta. This is not Jacinta's fault. Fucking take responsibility for your actions.
Yeah, but isn't that just like a dude to be like, she broke us up, not like my shitty
It's
actions broke us up?
Yeah, I mean, it's classic dude, classic Dave for sure.
Classic
And
Dave.
then he's like, I'm just going to block her on all social media. Which is like, fine, whatever.
Which she's only contacting him via phone, but he's not going to block her phone number?
I don't fucking know. And then we're with Jenna and Allie, and Allie's like, we made out, but like, I don't know if I trust him. And I'm
we
like,
didn't really talk.
Yeah. It's like, maybe you shouldn't be kissing him then. But
Just have
whatever.
A conversation first. Just spitballing here.
And then we're with Dave and Drew, and they're being gross, and Dave's like deleting all these photos that Jacinta sent him in his email, and Drew's like, no, are you sure you want to delete them? Oh my god. And he's being all gross about the photos, and I hated
really
it
gross.
a lot.
Also, she like totally did that thing where she like doesn't want to like commit to real nudes, but she's sending like kind of sexy one strap is pulled down.
I mean,
like,
she's in high school, so yeah.
my high school was a different place.
I mean, I'm sure that does happen in high school. I know that happens in high school. We've explored it on this show before. But I feel like it's maybe more of a middle school move, but whatever.
It's a real bummer to watch, though.
But anyway, she deletes the photos, and then she immediately calls him, and Drew's like, you're not going to answer it? She could be pregnant, bro. And then he answers the phone, and then Dave is like, are you pregnant? Do you have an STI? No? Okay, then leave me alone forever. Bye. And it's really mean, and Drew's like, whoa, Jesus Christ, dude.
Way harsh, Ty.
Seriously. And then we're at Model UN, and we're talking about, there's like a famine, I guess, that they have to help solve, and they're spitballing ideas, and Mo like says something I don't remember, and Marisol wants to put on like a benefit concert, and Mo goes off on a tirade and is like, judging from your high western horse, but her idea is actually like fleshed out and like could maybe work. I don't know. And then he puts gum in her hair because he's mad at her for like showing him up at Model UN.
Like, she isn't dumb. She's just shallow. But her shallow idea at least has some like thought behind it.
Yeah. But then we're with Adam and Claire, and Adam got another note and then is like staking out his locker to try to see Tori, or try to catch Tori in the act. And then he confronts her, and she's like, okay, I'm not the one leaving notes. I obviously have a boyfriend, but my friend really likes you. Like, please, let's go on a double date. And Adam's like, I don't want to go out with a 9th grader. And she's like, we're really mature for our age. And I was like, sure you are.
Also, Adam, when he spots Tori and is talking to Claire, and Claire's like, ooh, she's really pretty, he's like, I think she's in a relationship with a zig.
And then I'm like,
the correct way to
and I'm
describe
like,
zig.
all right, it's going to be Tristan, and it's going to be awkward.
Also, I love how she's like, I have a boyfriend, obviously.
Yeah, I know.
Like, God bless me with the confidence of Tori.
But then we're at Little Mistakes with Allie and Dave, and Allie made a list of boyfriend rules because, hey, guess what? She doesn't trust Dave anymore. And then
Also, can we talk about how Little Mistakes has cowhide placemats, because it's hilarious.
don't they have cow print like skirts and uniforms and stuff too?
Yeah, but it's like actually like hide. It's like cut out.
Gotcha.
It looks like skin.
It's weird. And then he's like, whatever you want. And then Allie is like, kind of lists her dating history and is like, yeah, so sue me if I have trust issues. Because she really has the worst luck with dudes.
Very valid trust issues.
And then he's like, it's okay, I'll do whatever you want, and like pulls out a single rose, and then a mariachi band comes and like they start dancing in Little Mistakes, and it's so cheesy and ridiculous. And then he says, I got one rule for you, dance with me, and it's ridiculously cheesy.
So cheesy. I just write, oh God, the music and the rose, Jesus.
And then we're with Katie
and Marisol's feather earrings
and Drew and Marisol, and Drew's like, ooh, Mo likes you, and he's like teasing her, and he's like, you and Mo are gonna kiss on the lips,
which made me laugh for some reason. Also, Katie is talking about how painful the recovery is. And
yeah.
Like, oh yeah, this isn't heavy-handed at all, guys.
And then
and Marisol's fat shaming the hell out of her.
Oh yeah, it's
Marisol
like, oh, you don't
sucks.
Yeah, I just wrote, you, Marisol is so shallow. And then Drew is like, you need to get over yourself and get into the moment.
Honestly, love Drew this whole episode.
I know.
Except for when he's gross.
I know.
For the most part, Drew's a goddamn delight.
I know. And then we're at Model UN is like officially starting. And then we see that Jacinta is here. And I'm like, did she join? Was she already doing Model UN? And that's why she was trying to call him to let him know that she was coming? Or did she just join it because she knew she would be at Degrassi? I don't know if that question is ever answered, but it seems like she's stalking him and it's a little creepy. But then, like, he's like talking to her, and then she goes in, and Allie's like, who was that? Do you know her? And Dave is like, and Allie's like, oh wait, she had a name tag. Don't worry, I trust you. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, Dave, you need to tell her the truth.
Seriously.
And then we're in the gym, and they're doing like icebreakers, and Jacinta like immediately blows up his spot after the icebreakers and is like, oh, you didn't tell her about me? Weird. Haha. And then Dave is like, she's loca, which is a weird word choice. And
Dave is just full of weird words,
yeah.
honestly.
But yeah, Jacinta basically comes over and is like, guess what? We hooked up. You didn't tell you. I guess this is why you haven't been texting me. You have a girlfriend. And I'm like, honestly, thank God that this happened, like, at the beginning of part 2, because I did not need to, like, sit around for Dave to, like, lie about this for the whole episode.
Yeah, I mean, at least that's a good point. I was like, oh no, are they going to drag this out forever? But no, it was kind of ripping off a Band-Aid. And Allie took it a lot better than I expected.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, she had other focus, but still.
But then we're with Adam and Claire's trying to, like, help him out with what to wear for his date, and she keeps, like, pushing denim on him, and he's like, why? And it's like, Adam, enjoy being pursued, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, he's, like, nervous, and he thinks it's gonna be weird and dumb. And
yeah, because dates are almost always weird and dumb. Get used to it.
Yeah, especially if it's, like, a blind date, which is kind of what all dating is now. Like, if you're on a dating app, it's so awkward.
Yeah.
But then
I love, like, any, like, older, I say old, like, the 90s, but, like, older TV show where they're like, oh my God, a blind date. I'm like, that's literally all dates.
That's, like,
now.
all dates.
It's all dates currently.
Nobody has meet cutes.
Also, can we talk about how Meghan Markle was set up with Prince Harry on a blind fucking date?
By a mutual friend.
Fuck. I have no friends that good.
I don't think I've only ever been set up by a friend one time, and I was led to believe that this friend knew the person who she was setting me up with, and it originally was someone that she knew, but then that guy, I guess, started dating someone, and she's like, well, here's this guy, and I didn't know that until, like, after the date, and it was an awkward date, and I was like, it was weird, I don't know, and she's like, yeah, I didn't really know him very well either, and it, like, came out, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Honestly, that sounds like a sitcom plot. I don't know if I've ever...
That's the only time that I have ever been, like, set up. It was, like, right when I moved to New York, too. Otherwise...
I don't know if I've ever been set up.
That's the only time.
My dad once tried to set me up with this guy's son. This guy, like, owned a restaurant that we went to. And he was like, oh, we should, like, set our kids up. But he was saying that in front of my boyfriend at the time because he really didn't like him. And the restaurant guy was like, yeah, totally. They would be great together. And my boyfriend at the time was like, hello. Because Still standing here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I've had
that's
my
fun.
mom be like, oh, like, I have a friend who has this son. Like, oh my God, like, you guys should totally get married, la la la. But it's never, like, actually, it's always more of a joke or more of, like, talk.
I feel like both of our moms know better than to try to set us up on things.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, sure.
Right?
When I was home last weekend for my brother's graduation, and we were at a graduation party. So I was like hanging out with all my mom's friends and stuff. And Gray had all of his college friends there. And like we were sitting with one of his friends, and then he walked away. And then one of my mom's friends was like, that guy was so cute. And they were like talking about how nice he was. And she was like, I think like he would be a good one for Holland. And I'm like, how old is he? He's 20. Hello? Do you remember how old I am?
Yeah.
Like, I can't get...
date a 20-year-old.
He's a rising senior. I can't date a rising senior.
Oh my God,
Excuse
but how
me.
funny would that be if you did?
If I would date a rising senior who lived in LA and went to USC and I think he's in a frat, totally.
He sounds very on brand for you, honestly. Also, I feel like if you dated that guy, it would be like the nerdy kid being like, my girlfriend lives in Canada.
She lives in New York City, I promise. She's older and more experienced.
Exactly. He would be that guy.
Ew.
She lives in Brooklyn, I swear. This is a picture of her.
Oh my God. I was like, maybe think like my younger stepsister, set him up with her.
Yeah, there you go.
That's more appropriate. She lives in San Diego.
That'll work better.
Anyway, blind date. He's not wearing denim. Anyway, we're back at Model UN, or at school, and Dave is like coming clean to Allie, like, yeah, that's the girl from summer camp or whatever. And Allie does take it well, but she's also like, I have too many things to worry about right now. I can't talk to you. And then
Mo admits to the gun.
yeah, and Marisol's like, yeah, I know. He doesn't really care. And now she's concerned. And then she goes over to Drew and is like, it's worse than I thought. He's totally in love with me.
How do I kill this crush?
And then Drew's like, just be yourself.
Which made me laugh because Drew, except for that one part, is a gem this whole goddamn episode.
And then we're with Jacinta, and I was like, Jacinta's kind of bananas, though. I don't remember what happens, but she's like with Dave, and
Dave apologizes to her.
Yeah.
And then he's like, let's get out of here. And I wasn't sure if he was scheming or not, so I just wrote in all caps, what, is Dave a sociopath?
No, I had a feeling that he was like trying to like lead her away. But then we're with Mo and Marisol, and Mo's like, guess what? I wrote a song.
He wrote a We
Are
the
the World knockoff song with a rap interlude. And
they're vibing pretty hard, actually.
And they have lyrics like, the world is why you can make a change. The world is why you can save the world with love, or something like that.
The lyrics are not good.
No.
But he also, like, he does this funny bit where he clearly only wrote, like, a few of the lyrics, and then he's just describing what the lyrics should be about as he's going. And he's like, right. Here is a bridge. Thing.
And here's where we have the baritone guy, and then the pop song girl thing. Yeah, and it's good.
Like, Mo, when he's not being a dick, is funny.
Yeah, and Marisol's into it.
Yeah, she's vibing.
But then we're
is this when she raps? Does she rap?
Yeah, she raps. This is when she raps.
It's bad.
It's not good. But then we're at the dot for the date, and in walks Tori, Zig, and Tristan, and it's like, oh hey. And then Adam's like, all right, great. So where's my date? And then Tori's like, oh, you're so funny. And then it's like, oh, no.
Oh, no.
And then it's like, oh, no, I'm not gay. And then Tristan's like, oh, God.
Pretty much.
And she's like, I saw the LGBT pin on your backpack. And he's like, yeah, I'm the T part. And then Tristan, like, runs away. And then Zig is like, so, what does the T part stand for? And I'm like, of course Zig doesn't know what the T part stands for. But I feel really bad for Tristan. Because it's not his fault that Tori made these assumptions. And it sucks. But then we're with Dave, who's still texting and driving with Jacinta in the car.
What the shit?
And he's taking her to the train station. And then she steals his phone and runs away when they're at a stoplight. And she's like, I want to ruin your life like you ruined mine. I'm texting Allie that we're getting back together and that you love me and blah, 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 blah.
I'm on no